Uh, it would it would have happened after the entire counter, specifically having dealt with the undead creatures here before a moment of respite is found. But definitely, as you're probably walking across the town, probably headed back, Bjorn, for some reason, diverted from Ronnie and Arthur simultaneously. You bump into Carzer, sorry, Carzer. As he is witnessing, this would have been after maybe an hour after the events. You would have been able to take a short rest if you wish, but effectively, there is a bit of an encounter occurring. These youths have both been sort of talking smack to each other, saying, "You're not gonna win this time because I have something better," and then the other one's like, "Oh yeah, well I'm gonna get my slimy worm against you and I'm gonna win." So he like pulls out this. For him, it's kind of like it does look like an egg that just splits open in half with a squelch, and then this sort of weird, yeah, it would be like a wisp flies up towards the front of this individual and summons this creature. Apparently, you can capture some sort of spirits, these yokais that hang around this planet, as long as you have a vessel to capture them, and you can retain one, and it'll basically be useful for specifically only this type of battle, apparently. And as they do continue, they say to each other, the one to the north says, "Oh yeah, well I found this pretty rare thing that is definitely gonna wipe yours out." And then he sort of just actually what he does is he takes out a box, like a box is maybe a little too big for the kid, and he puts it down. This rattling individual, he cuts his hand and bleeds over the box, and once that happens, the 3 drops that land on there, the box separates from the seal. It seemed to have had no opening, and as the seal is made with the blood, it sort of opens up, and with a crawling, this massive creature, this ghost-like entity, steps out, and just open mouth wide, expressed towards the creature. It almost doesn't even leave the box. The box is right under it. It's sort of trying to climb its way out towards the other entity. But what do you guys do?
Carzer's going to duck behind that wall, and he's just going to watch this unfold.
Yeah, makes sense.
Look over at Carzer and be like, I'm gonna stay right here.
Carzer nods his head.
Yeah. Perfectly fine. Let's see. Okay, so once that is all happening, these spirit monsters usually begin fighting. There is a bit of a condition to these events. You generally don't want to hurt anyone else, so you try not to target another creature other than the ghost, because the ghost can technically target a different creature that is being commanded to attack. But since the rules are pretty heavy, and you can even see that there's a guardian just looking out over here to the south, sort of ensuring that nothing goes wrong. Why is it so tiny? That is so weird. Hold on. Yeah, it's tiny no matter what. Okay. Maybe because of the size of this freaking map, I maybe made it too big. Not sure what's going on. Regardless, hi, Victor. Welcome to the game. Please add your character down anywhere near the other players would be cool. But you're currently watching as a couple of yokais, for the lack of a better term, or off-brand Pokemon, let's call it. The battle is occurring. The only issue is, could I have everybody roll insight checks?
So what's going on?
Insight.
There's apparently a Pokemon battle occurring at the moment, which you could witness. This would have been after the events of the battle. You would have enough time to have taken a short rest. So if you guys need hit points or something like that, that'd be the time to do it. But as you all are collected here, it doesn't take much for Carzer to... Well, this ghost creature, it seems erratic. It seems to almost, how do you say, feel hungry. As it steps out, it sort of tries to siphon everything around it, but then it latches onto the focus and is slowly crawling to this lizard, this sort of globule that is in all intents and purposes pseudo elemental and pseudo a creature. But this thing with its box still at the center and its long strand of a wispy tail connected to it, never ending right within it. It slowly grabs with one of its arms the ground, the road, to drag itself forward. It's not attacking. This thing, as it is a turn-based situation, it does just sort of go over here, and it does like a blast towards it. It shoots like teeth at it, from what you can tell, or what seem to be teeth, maybe spikes of some sort, and it hits the thing. It barely reacts. The other thing you probably pick up, Carzer, is that there's an illusion on this creature inherently. It just exists in an illusion. This one, the ghost thing. Either way, as that's happening, you see the lizard thing move around real quick, try to avoid this thing, and this thing is just moving closer and closer, not doing anything, just getting attacked, getting pelted. It should have died a long time ago, given the conditions you can imagine for this thing. Like it's just being pelted at, and even the young boy who's kind of looking on, he's like, "Get him! Wait, what's happening? It's not hurting them. Try something else. Maybe that's more effective." And it's just hitting a wall. Do you guys wish to do anything? Say anything? What do you guys do? This sort of happening in like your background, probably something that you're watching as you're headed back towards Ronnie's mom's place. Yeah.
Well, Arthur looks towards Bjorn and asks, "Did you had a weird feeling after meeting that bearded guy earlier?" Just asking. Well, I have. I tried speaking to him in his, he then speaks telepathically. I tried speaking to him like this, and it ended with a massive headache.
You want to go? Get out of my head.
All right. I shall stop speaking telepathically from now on. For now, you will hear me Unless, of course, there's something which requires a
Like that.
Some secrecy. Um, well, I would like to ask, what are your hit points right now, Arthur and Bjorn?
It's around 78 for mine.
Okay, so you're gonna use some hit dice.
Yeah, playing too.
Yeah, now'd be the time. What about you, Bjorn? How's Bjorn doing?
Bjorn's fine.
What's his hit points? I barely hear you, by the way, Jeff. Or you sound far away.
According to my character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
I'm at full hit points. Because Bjorn didn't really take any damage that last thing at the castle.
You're a full. You took no damage.
No, remember I smacked the thing's legs and it fell over.
Yeah, but I don't think you took no damage. Like, I know you took damage for sure. Were you accounting for it on your character sheet or on a token?
Oh, that's what it did. Okay. I took a note. Nope.
So what are you at?
He's at 107 hit points.
Okay. What's your total?
156.
Okay. So you're gonna take some hit dice?
Nah.
You said no?
No.
It's free. You literally get half of them back when you take a long rest.
Oh, well then. Wait, why not?
Yeah. You too, Victor. You could use more if you're missing a little more. As all this is occurring, the situation seems to get maybe a little dire on the individual to the south side as he keeps trying to pull his creature further away from it, and the other one just coming towards it. And then eventually is sort of just cowering next to his trainer. And the trainer is sort of yelling toward the other fella. Seems to know his name. He's like, Jimmy! Okay, we're done. I give up. Can you stop? Your guy's too creepy. I don't want to do this anymore. And make perception checks, everybody.
There you go. Bjorn's back up to 151.
Okay.
Said make.
Perception checks. Yes.
Oh, God.
So nobody knows too much going on about Arthur. You done taking hit dice? Done healing up?
Yes.
Okay. As this thing approaches closer, it hasn't been this close yet, arrives to the creature, and its mouth sort of just rips itself open to enlarge itself. And as it reaches this other creature, this yokai, this spirit thing that lives around freely and usually innocuously around these parts, you've seen maybe a dozen weird things run around in the grass, shoot past trees, sometimes just walk through a home and ignore everything. This just is a captured version of it. And as this one ghostly thing erupts in size as it's enveloping the other creature, there's like a wail coming from the kid. He's like, no, what are you doing? Stop it. This isn't fair. And the guardian, he's like, oh, okay, all right, now I gotta step in. So he starts like rushing over, and they're like, what's the problem? What's going on? What's this? Ah! And like just to so both the creature, the ghost thing that the trainer had, is enveloped, and then the guardian himself is then put to the test as this massive jaw is trying to grab at them with his many arms, many of which sort of just fly past it, to be honest with you. But yeah, do you guys want to do anything?
Bjorn's running in with his axe.
Oh, okay. So should we roll initiative? Are you guys going to attack this thing?
I
Bjorn is-
mean, it is attacking innocents and just a person, so maybe.
Yeah, it ate some ghost creature Pokemon thing. Definitely might be concerning. Yeah, roll
And
initiative.
who knows? Maybe you'll eat something a bit more intelligent.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, hopefully y'all roll better initiatives than I did.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean,
Carzer, it's up to you. Roll good initiative.
All right.
I
Roll better initiative than everyone, Carzer. You must do it. Or the game is lost.
All order.
Yes.
And failed.
About that, right? Alright.
Well, this is
Well,
how
I guess they go
Bjorn does.
first. I'm mad it's in order too. Carzer. Okay. Great. So this thing is just gonna do what it's doing and is going to try to siphon the life from the guardian that's in front of it. Guardian must make a save. It does save, and he actually takes 10 feet. He goes 10 feet back because he does not want to deal with that thing in that capacity. Instead, he just pulls out like his he points his fist out towards it and puts his arm under his hand under his arm that is outstretched, and above that arm, near where the gauntlet is, there seems to be like a little pocket that comes out and is already like shooting like little rockets at this thing, very tiny things that make a massive explosion and just fire blasting out in a 10-foot area around this thing, and it seemingly does nothing. But that's the end of their turn. It'd be Bjorn. Bjorn, what are you doing?
Bjorn's going to. I would like to rage.
Okay, sure. Yeah, rage. You're raging.
And then I'm going to swing at this motherfucker.
Yes. Swing at this motherfucker.
scream as well. It might confuse them.
25. We'll hit this thing. Clearing its illusion and revealing what it actually is. Okay.
Oh great, we're dealing with actual undead.
So-
Oh well, let's kill this thing.
As
fuck is
you
that?
see gluttony in all its form, this creature having existed since the dawn of time, it looks upon you, recognizable to each and every single one of you, almost as if, yeah, I mean, I technically have a bit of this thing in me, but that is too much. It is hurt. It cries out and it looks to you. It speaks, but the words are almost backwards or aberrant in a way that you cannot understand it. Make a wisdom saving throw, Bjorn.
Fuck my life.
Okay. Well, you didn't pass, but you didn't fail by 5 or more. So you're just feared by this thing. You definitely don't like being around it. You want to run away from it, but you know, maybe worth to hang around and kill it despite your fear. But it's still your turn.
Yeah,
What else do you
Bjorn's
do?
not that smart. He's gonna keep swinging.
Yeah,
He's gonna swing again.
yeah, go for it. So
28.
12 is not enough to hit this thing, unfortunately, and it will miss.
Wouldn't
but
it be a 28 raging?
sorry,
Isn't it a 28?
you have to go reckless if you want him to go advantage with when you're raging. You have to call reckless.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But no, it would miss as you sort of swipe through. But I need you to roll D100.
Oh shit.
Don't worry.
Oh, Hunter,
not
you're fine. Don't worry
everyone-
about it. Next on. Wait, is that all that you're doing? You still have a bonus action and movement, I believe.
I
Oh
use
my
my
gosh.
bonus action to do it.
Oh, that was your bonus action to rage. Arthur, then it is your turn.
Okay, I am going first. Okay, let's take a look.
Would you
Dodge
like to
focus out.
flank around this thing to give advantage to your ally?
Move. Let's see here. This should be in a flanking position.
Yeah, as long as you could draw a line, you are flanking. That's a line.
Okay. And he's gonna first cast Thunder. Jeez, what's the spell's name again?
The
Booming
cantrip or the
Blade.
spell? Okay, cantrip. Yes, booming blade it. Hit him.
And then hit him with True Blight.
True blight. This one large, intricate looking, it sort of does have the feel of the original scissors that you have, but it's definitely thinner. It's definitely more, how would I say, futuristic? No. Modern.
Yes. A bit
And-
less rusty.
Not with the other ones aren't rusty. It just has the modern, sleeker look. But as you swipe into this individual, yeah, you're doing a crap ton of damage on this thing. The thunder doing a lot of that work on there. But actually, you attack twice. The 14 would miss, and then their second attack is a bonus action for 26. So no thunder damage on that one, but 17 is still on there as well. Plus, oh, let me add Bjorn's damage, which is just 9. Yep. There we go. This thing is looking unbothered, sort of prepare to open its mouth again to try to devour one of you. Do you wish to move, Arthur?
Oh, I can move?
You already ran to that spot, huh? Nope, that's your action, bonus action, movement. You got nothing else, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I know.
Then it
Well,
is
I'm well
Carzer's
aware.
turn. Carzer, what do you do? And how do you plan on delivering damage to this thing? May I have
Yeah.
you make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Is Roll20 glitchy for you guys?
It might be the map. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's a very huge map, so it's like bugged out.
Right.
I'm gonna get us out of here as soon as possible. That's my bad.
All right, here we go.
The map's kind of glitching my roll 20.
Damn.
Is it? I might be able to change it then. Give me a second. I might be able to adjust on the fly. Let's see if I could do something. Yes, I can. I can. Not gonna help
A little
much.
bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
It's all good. So Carzer tail is obviously whipped up above his head, and suddenly on the end of it forms a small ball of fire.
Mm.
As soon as that fire starts to burn brighter, right around every piece of this gargantuan creature,
Yeah.
flames just encircle him in a giant column of fire as he casts immolation
Yes.
at 5th level.
Cast Immolation at 5th level, please. All right.
That's your description.
What kind of save is it?
It is Dex save.
All right, no problem. Let me break your heart. No damage.
What?
It's immune to fire.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Yeah, I get it. Is that it for your turn?
That's it for my pick. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to kill your turn. It's its turn. But several things do happen. The Guardian Force individual steps back even further, looking at everything that's happening. He sees that there's a kid there, and they're actually just gonna get on their jets, fly over, and get the kid out of that situation. Seemingly more important to secure the civilians. As they're looking upon the rest of you sort of battling these things, like everyone else is sort of like running away because like it's looking a little rough. Like even the massive ogre is like, oh no, thank you. But as all that is happening, this thing sort of open its mouth. Let's see who it chooses. Lowe's, Bjorn, Eyes, Arthur. Lowe's it is. As it turns to Bjorn, it opens its mouth, and then again, the jaw slips halfway, sort of like Predator, or if you've ever seen the second part of the Blade movie, that niche movie that maybe some of you have maybe seen. There's a vampire that splits halfway twice on its jaw, like its chin. Yeah, it's nasty as hell. It's only this thing is huge and is trying to destroy your essence. Bjorn. Funny thing about that, your essence is already trying to be taken by the Dutchman crew, so you have advantage on a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Wait, fuck Constitution. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not enough. But you take 10 necrotic damage, which is 5 down to you. And it's sort of just trying to devour you. It's not powerful, this thing, but it's immense. And if it would eat more, it'd get bigger. But that's their turn. Bjorn, what do you do?
He's gonna swing at him.
Yeah.
I would like to use my Reckless.
You don't have any more.
For a Reckless attack?
Oh, Reckless? Oh, I heard something else. Yeah, go. Reckless. Oh, you already have advantage on it, though.
All I do is...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so 20 is enough to hit this thing. Slicing through it. This thing is not undead. Theoretically. Acts like it, though.
But sure hell looks like it, though.
Yeah, it does. It is one of the 7 sins, actually. That a very unlucky boy picked up and tricked it into becoming a yokai creature for it. Very nice. Either way, as Bjorn sort of swipes into this thing, you see its body already trying to stitch back together. It's not doing much damage, really. Make insight checks, everybody. Let's see what you guys know about this bag of hit points. Well, Arthur at least knows that it is a bag of hit points. Almost double his, if not more. But it might be the situation to destroy this thing is more than destroying the thing, as it's definitely empowered by some sort of occurrence. but Arthur, you just happen to be in the wrong place at the right time, and this is what you get. You get that this thing is a creature immensely powerful, strong in health, not strong in power, but definitely will be annoying for you guys to deal with unless you figure out the key, let us say. But it is your turn, Arthur. What do you do?
Okay, let's see what we're gonna be able to do. Firstly, I'm just gonna continue moving to here.
If you move there, you won't
Wait.
have advantage. You have to be able to draw a line between an ally if you want to keep the advantage.
Oh. Okay, then by that case, I would like to cast a spell.
Like, you could be here and you could still get it, theoretically. What
Yeah.
spell do you wish to cast? And if it's ranged, you must step away at least 5 feet for it not to be disadvantage, assuming there's an attack to it.
Okay, let's just... I'm going to cast... Oh, 15 feet.
You can still move, though, Arthur. You can still like get yourself in an even better position, make this guy keep looking left and right.
Oh! Earth Tremor.
You just saw fire do nothing to this thing.
Well, in that case, I simply cast the cantrip Thunderwave again, and then continue stabbing it with the True Blight.
No problema. What works, right? Unless it doesn't, because you missed. No, 23 is advantage. Do you want to move to any other position than that spot?
Yes, I would like to move here.
If you move there, you won't get advantage.
Hmm.
Wherever you land, you could go there at the end of your turn, but then you'd be taking away advantage.
Hmm. Well, then I guess I'll be staying here for now.
Okay. All right. So as the first strike is a 20, it does definitely hit. The 23 will also hit. So you're gonna do a ton of damage on this thing. Let's see. Was that a 21? And then I gotta kill Arthur. He has too strong a weapon. 15.
Either that or make me sacrifice the weapon.
I mean,
Give
killing
any ideas, Arthur?
killing you is good enough.
Oh.
If I need you to sacrifice a weapon, I got. There's enough enemies that will steal your shit. Don't worry.
Oh no, I got an idea. We'll talk more later, okay?
No, it's fine. No sacrifice needed. But let's see what happens after this. You stay in that position, and you attack it. Do you? Okay, yeah. Then after that, if you don't want to use your movement, it would be Carzer's turn. And theoretically,
Correct.
you all have the same initiative against this creature. So you guys could come up with something that might boost your abilities in some way, shape, or form once you figure out how to defeat this thing again. Carzer, roll perception.
From what I've seen, it is a
Can I
One
do
zip.
an Arcana check on this thing to see what its strengths and weaknesses are?
Of course
I
you
have
can,
my-
yes. I had you do an Arcana check earlier. It'd be harder for that same Arcana check, but you might just roll past the number I need.
But I have my goggles of object reading, which provides me with advantage on Arcana checks.
Where'd you get that from? I didn't give you that. Did I give you that?
You let me have it. You let me bring it.
Pop it up. Let me see it. Yeah, I remember now. I killed your bag of tricks.
Yeah, my bag of
Yeah. So you would have had advantage on that earlier check, is what I'm understanding.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm asking. Because of the goggles?
Yes,
something?
I would have.
Yeah, so just re-roll that one again, and maybe you would have figured it out already. So yeah. It seems that this thing is definitely anchored. The box that the individual, this rat creature, this ratling, that is currently sort of... He looks possessed at the moment, almost like he can't control themselves, and this aspect of gluttony has taken part of him. And with that, the box on the floor next to this individual might be its focus point. It seems like there's a tendril, a long wisp of a tail, but connected to this thing. But it might have something to do with it. You're not entirely sure.
All right.
Yeah, but it's just a box on the floor right there. I'll mark it for you, just in case. Box. Gosh, that was the worst color. Box. There you go. I don't think that's much clearer, but whatever.
Okay. All right. So you said I can see something poking out the box.
The box is currently open. It's how would I say? The top piece is currently floating open, while there seems to be this mana flying out towards this creature that keeps recovering its hit points. Like, you're seeing the scars that your allies are putting into it deep and heavy. Possibly, at this point, maybe a 10th, no, maybe a 6th of their hit points has gone down, but it's recovering it.
Okay. So I am gonna cast. So Carzer's tail is gonna glow green, and a tiny thin, like laser of green light flies towards the box as he casts Disintegrate at level 6.
What does Disintegrate at level 6 do? Roll the damage for me. I'm gonna make a dex save for a box. What do you guys think the modifier on a box is? 13? Right?
What's that? No, it's 16.
No. What do you think the bonus on the box is, though?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Should it have like a +0, +1, a +2,
+0.
a 0? I kid you not. It rolled a 15.
Oh shit.
So it just fails. Taking how much damage?
Oh, hang on. I forgot to put the. Come on.
All right. So,
77.
what type of damage?
Force
Force damage. Excellent. The right one I needed. As you use this Disintegrate to overkill a box.
Well, I didn't know how powerful it was gonna be.
Valid. I understand. 100%. You see the creature that is connected to it look towards you. It opens its mouth, and for the first time, as it's been warbling and speaking in an alien language to each of you, you understand fully what it says, Carzer. And it looks to you, its head upside down as is being funneled away, sort of like a black hole within it is sucking its own soul. And all you hear is, "I will devour you." And then sort of just flips away, is almost non-existent, and combat's over. Or it would be.
Oh, shoot.
If it wasn't for the Guardian Force having called his ally and brought over a different individual. Oh, okay, so that doesn't make sense now because of other reasons. Anyways, he still comes. And you see a creature sort of fly from the sky. This is probably like a round or two after you guys are like, okay, is this finally over? Where's the monster? Like, both Bjorn and wow, Arthur probably still swinging in the air and missing as nothing exists there, as this bit of a funnel, this vacuum noise that pops your ears the moment it's gone, escapes your sights, and then there's a creature coming down seemingly from the sky. They're looking around. They're asking questions. They're like, "Where is it? Where's the threat?" They have this rod on their hand. They're prepared to use it. They seem seemingly cloaked and have much hiding their features, but clearly they're a gnoll of some sort. But as we are technically not in combat order, this individual is still looking around, trying to figure out the situation.
Oh
Do you
my-
guys say anything?
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I
We were
banished
just
it back
fighting.
from whence it came.
Well, that saves us the trouble.
Soldier, what was the issue? There was something. It just arrived. I tried everything. It didn't do it. It did nothing. What do you mean you tried everything? You tried your weaponry? Yes. Even my magical stuff, it almost bounced off of it. He looks around and he spots Bjorn first. He walks up to Bjorn. He says, "Did you witness what occurred?"
Bjorn will just kind of throw his axe on his back and look at him and go, "No," and just walk away.
Arthur jumps in and says, "It seems to have been an aspect of gluttony or greed, unknown as."
You've seen this
some
thing
spirit-
before. Gluttony.
I read it. I'm an astute. How would you call me? An astute student?
Oh. You know much then.
I only know one or two mentions of them.
You called
But
them
I'm pretty sure
gluttony.
my friend. But I think my friend Carzer, he kind of thumbs towards him, probably has more information than I would have.
He looks to you and asks, where is your friend?
He Wait, where? Carzer?
He's following you.
He's still hiding behind that wall.
There you are. Ah, there you are, Carzer. I almost thought that thing ate you alive. I am
No,
so
sir,
glad.
I do mind damage from a distance.
Right. Well, and he kind of like does this. He kind of like hand gestures toward the officer and says, "This officer has some questions for you about the entity we have attacked."
Surely. And he sticks his hand out and he says, "Carzer Thalin is the name, sorcery the game."
It's good to have met you here in this small town. Did you see what happened?
Yes, sir, I did. There seemed to be a box controlling the creature, so I destroyed it.
Where is this box?
Again, I destroyed it.
There's always a trace. Where was it last?
No, sir, I disintegrated it.
Shit. Okay. What's wrong with him? Is he okay? That little kid? Little one? Why is he in the road?
I'm not sure.
He goes to check on the little rattling dude. Yeah. What do you guys do? You guys don't have to hang around here, it seems, as guardians have seemingly arrived to ensure that everyone's safe. You all understand that this individual is a guardian from the Ain forces. They're well-equipped individuals. The other one definitely is in the ranking, but apparently not as high ranking as this gnoll creature, despite his full bodysuit. In that regard, they're sort of still dealing with the other locals that are around, asking questions. They're trying to filter them away from this one guardian who's actually trying to investigate. But you guys are seemingly within the do not cross line at the moment, but may see yourselves out easily. You don't seem like the threats.
Well, Arthur kind of like looks towards Carzer and he's like, "So, what do you think that thing actually was?" I think it's an aspect of.
It seemed to me to be some sort of representation of gluttony. Could that be the case?
Yeah, my guess as well. I've read books occasionally about these creatures. Embodiments of certain sins.
Ah. Well, then we must have our hands full.
Probably not, considering it disappeared.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well, at least it's good to know that I'm not the only one who is a magical... someone who dabbles in the magical arts.
Oh, no.
Someone else who can do magic. You're a master. Me? And kind of like has this little green acidic acid, almost acid-like, going between his fingers. I'm more of a dabbler.
Well, if you're gonna teach students, you might as well be good at it.
So,
Point
do we
Bjorn will
return to
walk
the
up
topic?
and he'll take a coin, one of his gold coins, and he goes, "I know magic." He'll put it in one hand and he goes, he'll blow on his knuckles and open his hand, and it'll still be sitting there, and he goes, "I meant to do that." See? Go there.
Yes, that's exactly how trick works, Bjorn.
I do it.
There's a beat, but eventually the individual arrives, looking to Bjorn quizzically, because he assumed that you didn't know anything. But looking towards Carzer and Arthur, he says, "Okay, so I spoke to the youngling in the ground on the floor there. They're fine now, but it seems that they have found themselves a spirit that beckoned them, so they got rid of their little creature, those creatures that you can find sometimes. The problem is that he found a catalyst of some sort. He hands me his original capture device, and he just shows you like it just looks like a book. So it seems like a book. So he opens it. It sort of has like a bunch of mechanisms inside of it, crystals and a bunch of wires that lead towards a bit of a, ironically enough, a silver coin. Very flat, thin silver, very wide silver coin-like thing, almost like a disc, concave just a bit. And he just closes it. He's like, "Yeah, these are easy to find anywhere in any magic shop, and seemingly." He got rid of his pet to pick up this new one that he found in a forest. He gave me this drawn up map. It's old. I don't know where he got this map from, but definitely might be worth investigating. Are you guys associated with Guardian forces? You seem alike.
We are people who occasionally take jobs for them from time to time.
Mercenaries. Okay.
Well talented.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, you see, the issue here is I technically have to watch the borders outside of Aeon, the city. And I cannot investigate this sort of problem. I'd have to probably wait till the end of the week to get to my commanding officer and hand them this map. But I am willing to pay adventurers for certain tasks. Is that something you're interested in?
Depends on the job.
Well,
and I don't mean the pay, I just mean the job itself.
The pay is adequate, I think, for its well, for all the hazards you might bump into. But the task is simple: is to locate the Wherever
Locate
this,
the entity.
not the
Locate
entity.
whatever.
I don't think the
locate
entity
what-
would be there. It'd be to locate the exact position in which they found this box, this item that approached them. I do not believe it is completely destroyed. I believe it would be able to return in some way, shape, or form. If you find that it isn't there in this location anymore, great. Probably no longer empowered by any way, shape, or form. But these sins are... they come around often enough. We consider them altar level threats. Would be about 2,000 gold if you guys went to just check up on it.
Good sir, you got yourself a deal. He says, he brings hand out for a handshake.
He gives you a hand, and then with the other one, he's handing you the map. He says, once the job's complete and you can bring me proof that this thing will no longer be around or is due to arrive again, just show up to any Guardian Force base. And they'll be able to pull up the information that I will set up in moments. The only thing I'll need is your names.
Arthur Mills.
Arthur, no problem. Is that your group name? Usually assigned by groups, not an individual unless you're the leader.
I get. He kind of like looks towards the others. He's like, just give these guys. He kind of looks towards Carzer and Bjorn. He's like, do you want me just to put payments under my name, or do you guys just want? What do you guys think?
Bjorn doesn't care.
Okay, Carzer.
I think Carzer stepped out. Yeah, given that, it'd probably be putting it under your name, no problem. And as long as one of you remember that.
I'll remember. I'll already make notes of it.
And
All
Bjorn will
right.
look at this little knoll
Mhm.
thing. I'm assuming it's smaller than Bjorn.
Yeah, relatively. It's not bigger than
I'm
you.
gonna kind of look down and go, blacksmith. Where is he?
Oh, the blacksmith should be down there. He sort of just points to you to the south a bit. From what I remember, location may have been moved. Ask the guardian down there. He might give you a more accurate position, location. Okay, that's enough with the
You wanna
combat music, I
kinda-
think.
I'll, like, look at Arthur and look at Carzer. I'll nod, and then he's gonna walk toward the other guard, Ian.
Yep.
Person. and
Yeah, the
ask
guardian.
The same question.
Yeah, he tells you the exact same position. He actually does know for a fact where it is. He tells you, yeah, blacksmith's down there.
And Bjorn will start walking out.
Yeah. All right. So now that you guys have a map to find the one of the seven sins, gluttony, maybe you don't have to commit to that. Bjorn is headed towards the blacksmith. What do you need from the blacksmith, my friend?
Information.
Okay. Are you looking for the research part right now? Like looking for the weapons? Because that won't be the blacksmiths are they're workers. They're not gonna, like, they might bump into a weapon, but blacksmith in a town over here definitely does not have an idea of what you're talking about. Roll D100.
He's gonna definitely
So-
ask if he knows anybody that would.
Yeah, he's gonna point you to the library that might have some answers. And this individual is actually he'd be a frog person. So he's looking at you like, don't even know what a doors is. So how would I get to their hammer?
And he's gonna look at him, and he's going to hand him his 3 javelins that he has,
Mhm.
and he's gonna go. Can you make these better?
I can make them masterwork weaponry if you bring me the right material. Yeah, sure. Do you have something to replace a tip with? Short of that, I have my own stock, and it wouldn't be
And
to the quality that you might be looking.
Bjorn is going to hand this little frog person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find it. I had 6 dragon claws, and I don't know where I put them.
Yeah.
Once Bjorn goes there, Arthur's gonna go to a geez, where are the shops I need to get a what are they called? Disguise
There
kit. Not for myself, but for Ronnie later.
You're seeking a disguise kit. That would be hard. Because a disguise kit is technically an accumulation of things have procured over time. The best thing you could probably pull off is going to
A first shop and buying up some.
yeah, sort of picking up all sort of different types of apparel, and then on top of that going to like maybe
Makeup shops.
makeup shops kind of deal. It would really require intense digging for that. Do you have the sage background?
No.
Okay,
I'm
make a
afraid.
D100.
Okay.
And then
Like I said, it's more for Ronnie than it is for actually me.
Okay. You would be able to locate a place that has a good amount of the stuff that would be found in a the costume kit, minus the the fake mustaches, the eye contacts, the toupees, and the other hair options. All that stuff that would make it that extra oomph to sell the lie. But I mean, you could always go check like in the city elsewhere. This is kind of the sticks, to be honest with you.
All right.
It's kind of far away from everything else, so finding stuff here is relatively difficult comparably. But Bjorn, you have several parts for these for the dragon.
I have dragon claws.
The question, Bjorn, that I have is, where is it physically to Bjorn? Like, did you put him in the bucket?
I would assume that he would have moved everything to his bag of holding.
Your bag of holding only holds weapons.
Then yeah, it would probably be in the bucket.
Okay. So going back to Arthur, digging in the bucket to grab how many of what? For what?
He would grab 3 of his 6 dragon claws
Mhm.
and 4 of his dragon scales.
Okay. How many dragon scales do you have?
12.
So you show him all of this. He looks to you and he says, "Wow, this is actually pretty excellent for all of this. You're trying to, I can make them into lightning javelins. Take a better part of this year, but I could get it done. Do you want me to get started?"
Bjorn will kind of look at him and go, "Dragon claws are for the javelin. The scales for the shield."
All right. So you want? Well, here's the thing: is I need one of those scales for each of the javelins to actually be made. So if you want anything more, like, and he sort of grabs 2 of the scales, and he says, "I'll need 2 of them to catalyze the spears, the javelins properly. I could make them weaker if you want. This would save the scales. This would be a much easier job. It wouldn't be as effective." but you would get
How
your
many more
product.
scales would you do?
It'd be 2 for each of the javelins if you want me to make them into lightning javelins.
And how many for my shield?
So do you have anything other than the scales? Is it gonna be only made up of the scales? Do you have something else like another metal, or are you gonna buy more metal for it, or what are you thinking?
And Bjorn is looking at it and ask if he has any steel.
Oh, I have all the metals you need. It just depends on the quality you're looking for. And again, the better the product, the longer it'll take me. If you're looking for it to resist electricity, it will take me a bit of time.
And
Shields are definitely harder to make in all regard.
Bjorn definitely will. He'll look at the little frogman and go, "If you provide the steel, and I pay for it, and I
Yeah.
pay you to make it,
Sure.
can you make just the shield?
So you don't want the spears anymore, you want the shield?
Javelins, I will have to do later."
Okay, so if I'm doing the shield, depending the property you're looking for, it may be shorter or longer. If you want to resist any lightning coming towards you, it would take me again maybe 4 to 6 months to get it equipped. If I'm using, let's say, copper. If I'm using platinum, which is a rarer metal, it'd take me about a month to do that exact same option. Now, if you're looking to only deduct a certain amount of electricity, like let's say you get hit with electricity and it doesn't do much, you could deduct a certain amount. It'll always be limited, but some people prefer it.
How long would the reduction one take?
That one's a little easier to make. He will tell you probably more about 2 weeks to 3 months, depending on the metal quality to use.
And he'll say he wants the resistance,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll ask him how much it's going to cost to make the shield.
It depends on the metal that you prefer. So if you're looking to expedite the process, we'd have to use a more expensive metal, and that would obviously raise the price up of the entire project up. But if you're willing to wait, a good silver or gold could get the job done just as easily. And again, it'd be just several months.
And Bjorn will go, "The more expensive."
No problem. That would again expedite it. Probably, if you're trying to get the resistance, 2 months for platinum. If you have even rarer metal or stone than that, I'd probably drop that down a bit. But I don't know much more rare things than platinum. Like there's mithril, there's adamantine, but I don't have any of those.
So, question for you, Kevin.
Yes.
Is in my pouch that Bjorn has, that he
In your
carries
what?
on him,
Uh-huh.
in the his little pouch on the side.
Sure.
In my inventory, it says I have a shard of meteorite.
Shard of meteorite.
I don't remember where we got.
Galliolite?
It might be that.
It'd be galliolite. I don't have meteorites anywhere up in here. Yeah, a shard isn't much. You'd probably need a couple pounds.
Oh,
Yeah. Like a shard is good for like the tip of a weapon, but a shield, yeah, no, it wouldn't be enough to be the base, because they have to make the shield and then they're implementing the scales onto the shield. So it's like a half.
so would I have to provide the platinum for him to?
No, you could pay for it straight up, and he'll use the product that you purchase to pick it up. You could just pay gold, and he will pick up platinum from it. But is platinum the one that you want to use?
He'd prefer something a little bit, because he knows platinum would be heavy.
It won't be fully platinum. It's just gonna be the base of platinum, like a thin layer.
Yeah, I think he would use he'd just go for the platinum.
Okay.
Or we could wait to find a different blacksmith to do it. Maybe one with a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Maybe one with a bit more advanced equipment.
That's true. This is
So
just
is Arthur in the blacksmith?
I mean, you needed that bucket, didn't you?
Arthur kind of like he tells him all that telepathically though, so that way he doesn't break the blacksmith's feelings.
You still want to talk in his head?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because private.
Oh, valid. That does make sense.
Bjorn,
so yeah.
I think Bjorn, hearing that, would kind of grab his materials and be kind of like, "Give me a minute," and walk back to Arthur, and would look at Arthur and go, "I told you not to talk in my head." He's gonna punch him in the arm.
Was it? Okay, but hear me out, buddy. You could go to. Arthur whispers to Bjorn, "We could go to a bigger city, probably one with much better equipment that can heat metal quicker than here, and we can get the product. And plus, they probably could do it way faster."
You can find me a blacksmith.
You guys have engineers and blacksmiths in the Savior. This way, if it takes a long time, you know where to pick it up.
Kind of like says, we have blacksmiths and science.
I have proficiency with smithing tools. So can I technically make my own shield?
You can make a shield, like a mundane one, sure.
Oh, but I couldn't do it with like dragon scale and all that?
You could put dragon scale on your shields, but it may not have the proper properties that you're seeking. This guy's gonna get an arcanist to do stuff to it, which is why it's gonna take long. Oh. It doesn't take long to make the shield. It takes long to ensure it has the enchantment in it. Yes.
Okay. So definitely Bjorn would he'd look at Arthur and go, "Trusty."
In that retrospect, in that aspect, actually, you could just make the shield yourself with your own metal, and then take it to a mage and have them just enchant magic to it, slowly and surely, depending on how they're capable. It'll take them some time.
He's like, Arthur looked toward Bjorn and says, "Look, we have scientists and blacksmiths, and by your stature and the slight oil under your nails, I would say you're probably a blacksmith too. So we can go ahead and forge it here in the Savior."
And Bjorn will be kind of think, and he's got the look on his face like he's trying to think, and then it goes from
Arthur
thinking
Arthur
to the founded face of what?
We can. Arthur kind of starts dragging Bjorn outside and is like, we can make it on our own without paying him to get it.
Yeah, you're about to drop a shit ton of money on this guy. Not gonna lie. But as Arthur does save you spending
I still have a shit ton of money.
A shit ton of gold.
Yeah, you got a shit ton, but you could just make your own stuff for cheaper and maybe sell it, get more. I don't know. It's up to you.
I still have to spend a shit ton to get my raw material, raw metals, to make it the basic.
Yes. He kind of says in whispered voice.
You go to a bank and you just get coin. Just transfer some to platinum easily enough.
We
And
can transfer.
I think I want
he would
to
explain to you. You broke up a bit there, but he did explain to you, this frog individual, this blacksmith, that the metal is connected to the time frame of the enchantment. Really, it's easier to enchant the rarer metals, which is why you don't
I'm assuming
find
since I have-
+2 swords that are made of copper.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm assuming since I have like the smith's tools and I'm
Yeah.
proficient with it, I'm assuming
Yeah.
Bjorn has.
If you are proficient with it, doesn't necessarily mean you have them. Check your inventory. If you don't have them, you can always pick them up. They're easily accessible and probably like $100, 100 gold. I said bucks. Wow.
I do not have.
Carzer, are
any
you there?
blacksmithing.
I think
Yes,
you could buy. You could buy
yes.
them from the blacksmith right here. He definitely has a set of tools for you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello. What do you wish to do, my friend? You have all this time to hang back, probably talking to the guardian dude for a minute, but he leaves eventually, flying using Jedi powers.
Or
Using Jedi powers.
Yeah.
Okay. So these two younglings are still here, right?
No, I'd say the guardian
Everybody's
forces would have taken them to the infirmary, kind of deal, like both of them.
Okay. Can I see what's in this building?
Which one?
The one just south of where I am now that I was crouching
Right here?
behind.
It's a house. You can knock on the door. Yeah, sure.
I'll go knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door. It takes a while for anyone to answer the door,
Mm-hmm.
but eventually someone does.
Is it a male or a female?
They are hard to tell exactly. They're wearing a robe, and their voice is very soft, so it's very difficult to really tell, as they're trying to not really reveal much about themselves. You see like their face. They don't have facial hair or anything, but they sort of crack the door open and ask, "Yes, who are you?"
Hi there, neighbor. And he can he see his hands like under his robes?
No, they're like almost completely covered. They're at the door. Make a perception check.
Okay.
The right hand might be revealed. Yeah, you see that they have a pale complexion, very long nails, sort of the long nails like you just haven't cut them yet, and then a little further than that. But they look at you. They're looking towards you. They're not looking at you. They're looking towards you. What do you say?
Carzer Thalin is the name, sorcery the game. Now, did you hear that commotion outside just a little while ago?
Yeah, I did. What happened?
Well, we had a little run-in with a large creature of sorts. Is that a common occurrence in this?
Large creatures? Yeah, there's large creatures everywhere. In A, and there's those dinosaur-like things that live in the deep forest. You will find all those little kids playing around with the ghosts in most every town around here. But no, I generally mind my business. I don't try to see what's going on out there.
Well, you certainly have been helpful in that regard. However, I would like to ask as well, why would you build a house on such a raucous road?
That's usually not a problem here, though. The kids usually play just fine. This is one of the more prominent locations to get any. You see that shop, and he just points to this place, and he says that's where they sell magical wares and all the like. So the kids they show up here when they're of age, and they could they're allowed to purchase one of the spirit capture devices, and usually they just pick one up, one of the mundane ones, and dwell their hand, or I guess dip their hand into the game of monster battling. I do not concern myself with such matters, but it seems to be coming from over there, if anywhere.
Would it be possible for Carzer to grab his hand underneath his robes?
It's on the inside of the door.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna say, well, thank you, sir. You sure have been helpful. I hope that you have a nice day, and we'll try to keep it quiet out here for you.
Okay, bye. Close the door immediately.
So I go tell the guys what I've found out.
All right.
He's gonna buy these. Wait, did Bjorn already bought spiffing tools from the toad thing?
I'm sure he'll pick them up, but where are you gonna look for these lock-picking tools?
Did Arthur found any, connections to the court from here?
Yeah.
I mean, connections he can talk to at the moment.
You guys are talking to
Okay.
Guardian forces, but you guys didn't tell them anything about like Court of Horns because that may or may not be dangerous.
Or may not, or they may or may not be in the know.
No, they don't tell the local law enforcement generally. This Court of Horns is like when the law enforcement is doing shady stuff, that's when you guys step in. So you don't really want to let them know.
Involve them.
Yeah, just in case they're on the take. But there are many places you could go. You could ask the locksmith guy, you could ask the magic person, you could knock on a random house like Carzer had to ask for information.
Arthur's gonna look for the locksmith.
What locksmith?
And-
That does not exist in this world.
Oh, sorry, blacksmith.
Blacksmith. Okay, gotcha. So you go to the blacksmith, which you're technically already at, and you ask them for what exactly?
Yes. Say, any idea where I may or may not find lockpicking tools?
Yeah, ribbit. What? No. I can't help you with that, my friend. I've never heard of anything like the sort. He leans real close to you, Arthur, and he says, "Are you a guardian?"
Look at me real close. Do I look like one?
Yes.
Well, I came here to ensure you I am not.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Please roll good. Shit, I'm jinxing myself.
Jinx.
Of
He sort of relaxes themselves a bit. This frog individual, his throat gets massive for 2 seconds, and he sort of pulls it back, no longer being inflated, I guess. He does go around a bit of a table that is on the far end of this workshop. There's a array of weapons and gauntlets. There's greaves everywhere. You see a bunch of handles and things that will be eventually part of the handle itself to be the blade. Different sizes of everything. But in this one secular spot where he arrives to, he sort of starts digging around. He pulls out a jar, just a massive mason jar. He opens that up. You hear the ceramic clacking onto itself. He digs in and he's pulling out just a bunch of like sand, just dumping the sand just to the side of the table right there next to him. He seems to not care too much. Once there's enough sand gone, he sort of just digs in for a minute. And he pulls out a small little leather box. A small little leather, I guess.
Smaller box, smaller pack.
Yeah, no, it's like, it's not a box. It's a leather wrap. is just tools wrapped onto itself. So he brings it off. He sort of opens it up. He shakes them out. You can tell that there's thieves' tools there. He rolls it up and he holds it up to you in your right up. Yeah, he goes up to you. He holds it up in his hands to show you what it is. And he says, "Yeah, I got him. It's 1,000 gold though."
1,000 gold. Put it under, and then he kind of like puts it under. Put the account under my name, Arthur.
No,
Don't worry.
No, coin only. I can't take a bank slip for this. If you want, you can go to the bank, take it out, and come back.
I will.
Yeah.
It kind of like tells him, and just simply as a reinsurance for you, you wouldn't worry about me saying a thing.
Yeah,
Just
no, yeah, I know that'd be crazy if you said anything because they don't have to hunt you down. And I don't want to kill Dragonborns. You know, it's too early in the morning for that.
Yeah.
It's like late evening.
Yeah, quite too early.
Yes. Oh well, the bank is 24 hours, so you could just go there, get what you need, come back.
Yeah, Arthur ran to the bank, grabbed 1,000 gold.
Okay. You could take 1,000 gold off your entire bank account and then give it to this individual. He gives you one set of lock picking tools.
Thank you.
There you go. Bjorn, are you there? You there?
And that's it. And that's it.
Okay. Bjorn, are you gonna buy the smithing tools from this individual?
Yeah, I think Bjorn's kind of like he's looking at the tools, looking at the hammers, and he's kind of like testing the weights of each hammer in his hands.
Yeah, they're basic.
And then we go with like he'll look at him and go, "Take him."
Wait, what do you say?
Man, it's tongs, hammer. It's all the smithing, right?
I'm not hearing you. You're a little low. I can't raise my volume anymore.
I think Bjorn will, and it's all the smith tools, right?
Yeah, you get all the smithing tools whenever you purchase the tools itself. All the required things. Everything but the anvil, really. So all you need is a workshop to use your stuff at.
And Bjorn will look at the pesky little fucking frog, and he'll go, "How much for the smith tools?"
About 100 gold.
100.
Yeah, you get them anywhere from most any blacksmith shop. You probably find them cheaper if you went to a different place, but here it's not. I don't get much business, so prices are just a little higher, I would say.
Arthur grabs 800 gold out of his pocket and just simply puts it on the table.
Okay, hold on. So how much did you take out from the bank?
1,000 gold and
you just happen to have other gold.
Yes, I had other gold on me before I went to the bank.
All right, no problem. It's just 100.
100, and I had 197. Now I'm just down to 97 gold.
There you go.
And 236 cents silver. I really want to say cents, but nah.
Yeah, I feel you, man. As you hand the 100 gold, mark it off. Thank you. And he hands Bjorn the smithing tools.
And does Bjorn see any like raw materials?
Yeah, he has a shit ton of ingots here.
Is there any that look like mithril? Or
no, he doesn't have mithril.
And
he doesn't even have platinum. But he does have, like, you see bars of stuff, for sure.
He'll nod at the dwarf.
Dwarf?
And then whatever, the small
the blacksmith? Okay.
Yeah. Little fuck. And he'll kind of nod at him, and then as he nods, he'll kind of, like, catch the glint of, like, because what is it for...
Like iron and stuff. Yeah. It's just a bunch of ingots.
Gun, it's steel, or is it copper that he needs to make rounds?
So funny thing, that gun doesn't
No, his revolver.
Yeah, he has to pay a copper anytime he shoots it after 24 hours. He doesn't know it yet though, so.
No, his normal handgun that he had.
Oh, those would just be just regular bullets that you can make with all sorts of material, lead and the sort, which this guy definitely has enough of. He doesn't have the gunpowder or the catalyst to make it a bullet proper, but he does have some of the material required for it. Do you want to purchase some of that?
Bjorn would definitely be. He would definitely make it. He would try to buy like the silver, and instead of like lead bullets, he would be like, "Ronnie's a friend. I'm gonna make him nice bullets," and he's gonna try to get like the silver, like a couple of silver ingots to make. Well, how many bullets can I make out of one ingot?
It really depends on what's the caliber and all. This guy doesn't have any silver ingots that you can see, but you can always go to the bank, get silver, gold, or whatever type that you need. He does have a bunch of mundane stuff here. This guy's not anything special. This blacksmith.
Okay, and then he's gonna just kind of bow his head and like a nod of like, all right,
Yeah.
fuck, and then he's gonna kind of like turn around to Arthur and be like, "What are you buying?" Arthur, you there?
I'm here. Yeah, I thought you said Arthur. Well, I would
Carzer
like
is
to
there
visit
too, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I mean, you're at the
Oh,
blacksmith shop with us, aren't you?
I didn't specifically say that. I would like to visit this magical component shop that the guy told me about.
Yes, definitely, and you shall. Let's see what's going on in here. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, so if you want to go there, it's just open the moment you try the door, and you see just a sort of meeting table that seems to be centered on. Seemingly there was some sort of occurrence that may have happened here, but as there is no more individuals other than the one elf floating around fixing up their stuff now. They seem to be replacing all their product back into different cases in the center. This massive construct thing is slowly moving all the shares away to the back, and they just seem to be in a state of transition, really. But it's definitely a magic shop that is slowly coming to light.
Okay.
As more product is pulled out from the back. But the moment you step in, I assume you step in, this individual does step up, and they say, "Welcome to Enchanted Goods. How could I help you?"
Yes, sir. I would like to see your wares, please. I'm a sorcerer and would like to see what's available.
Of course. I don't have too much in stock right now, but we are gonna get a bit more in the moment our supply train makes it. Are you looking for anything in specific? I do have some weapons over here, armor down there, and if you're looking for any sort of non-magical protection, I have those in the back currently.
Okay. Let's see.
What are you looking for?
I'll fix that problem. Is there anything that in specific that I need to?
I have this helmet of invisibility. I have a feather of flying. There's this well, I guess it's a rapier, but it does have extra stuff to it. A little hard to explain. She sort of just shows you a really weird twisted rapier. It seems very basic, other than the twist that it has, but you can tell from the small gem at the end of the pommel there that it might be magical in essence, or another. But they do say if ever you need it to not be a rapier, it can become something else, or it could just do more damage, depending. It also is affected by the time of the year, so that's kind of fun.
And I would be proficient, right? Because I'm proficient with finesse.
Are you proficient with rapiers?
Not with rapier specifically, no.
What are your proficiencies on?
Dagger, dart, light crossbow, quarterstaff, and sling.
Yeah, so no, you wouldn't be proficient with the rapier.
How much is that feather of falling?
This one is
Is it
Shoot.
feather of flying or feather of falling?
is a feather flying.
Flying. Okay, cool.
Yes. This one I have a price at. As she looks at her books, she's sort of flipping through more. She actually goes through one of the earlier pages of this logbook, and she says, "I have a price at 5,000 gold."
How about we call it 3?
I wouldn't be able to adjust the number, the price on it. Unfortunately, all prices are set.
Okay.
I
Just
do
checking.
apologize.
He kind of winks at her.
Yeah.
All right. 5,000 gold is cool. All right.
Okay.
So I will spend that.
Are you paying coinage or?
What do I have? Don't we have a national account or something?
Yeah.
like that?
You could use your bank account here easily.
Yeah.
You write her a check.
I'll do that.
Yeah. She hands you the feather. She says it's a very powerful item. It doesn't require attunement, but anyone that has it effectively can't be hurt in the air. Well, I wouldn't say that. You will have a hard time falling. They kind of smile at you.
Right. Perfect. That sounds right up my alley.
Okay.
Aren't we?
Are you
playing
going to
detective
be?
out there?
Sorry. Are you going to be taking a trip up to space with And then she says the name of the space station that's right across a couple yards, like a mile away, actually, a couple miles away, barely.
Madam, I've got to tell you, my job is just to follow behind the party, and if anything attacks, take it down with reckless abandon.
Ah, an
You could
adventurer.
have said you could have said prejudice, but that's good too.
Well, most people just do come and purchase flying feathers of flying whenever they take the skiff war of guillotine. But that's not what she says. That's a different fucking note. I'm lying. She does say whatever I called the space station instead. I don't know what that note is. I have to double check shit now. My lord. So professional. Anyways.
I definitely think as Carzer is in the middle of this shop, Bjorn will kind of walk up behind him and tap Carzer on the shoulder and show Carzer the coin in his hand, and he'll put it back in his hand and he'll stare at his hand and he goes, "What? I'm magic." And he'll blow on his hand, and as he does, he'll drop the coin and he goes, "Oh my God."
Carzer just kind of looks at him flatly and then turns back around.
Arthur kind of like chuckles, like, "Yes." He kind of like fakes surprise, like, "Oh my, where did it go?"
Roll performance.
Yes.
Oh,
Bjorn is most definitely not doing this in like a stealthy manner.
No,
He
but
legitimately
the shopkeeper, they're actually like, whoa, that was cool. Genuinely.
I can't look up on the roll.
Hi, new friends. How could I help you? Are you two looking for magical wares and items that could aid you in some way?
Maybe. But first, I have a few questions, if you don't mind answering.
Of course. Mhm.
Shoot, what was that? Where's that funny note? So, I've been hearing a bit about this fiend kid's been using. What do they call them?
Oh, the
Magical.
spirits. Yes, yes. And they like to buy those capture devices that have become popular ever since the fall of the legends. Yeah. Are you trying to get into that sort of practice
No,
that
no. I'm just curious because I never heard of it until recently.
oh, it's a very fun little occurrence. I say fun, but it has a definite dark spot on it. You see, when the Lizard King arrived to try to take over this system, he killed, I want to say, about 120, probably more, of pretty powerful individuals that, well, this planet essentially depended on before the Guardian forces and all, to protect us. When they fell, it kind of left a void, and the Guardian forces had to be created or, well, expanded, to be honest. But after, I think it was like barely a year in, people started noticing that like weird spirits that are relatively close to or sort of had um, the mindset of some of these legends. And while usually these legends were good folk, some of them did have some malice in them and maybe not the best thing to interact with. Despite that, most of the good things, most of these good spirits are found and are around, available in Aeon. And as long as you have one of these capture devices, you could hold on to one and utilize it in, they like to call them battles. And usually they make an offering. It's kind of like a bet or a game of chance, like flipping a coin. A little more complicated than that nowadays, clearly. But we do offer the capture devices for like 10 gold each for just the basic ones. I have stronger ones at 25 gold, and then I have premier ones that are 100 gold. Those would be able to capture most any of the spirits other than the larger things. And either way, the larger ones are usually bad and problematic.
Well, I would take 2, please. And you
Sure.
kind of like bring blank gold.
I can sell you one.
1.
Yes.
Fine by me.
And if you ever want to replace that one for a different one, you need only tell them that you have one already. They'll deduct the price from it. It's a static price. They can't change it. It's regulated in Aeon. Did you want one or the other? The small, medium, or large one?
I'll take a medium.
Sure, that one's 25 gold only.
25.
Yeah,
You
you
got
don't
it.
have one already, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, 25 gold then.
Hey, pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, she hands you what looks like an empty glass jar painted black.
So what should I name it in my inventory?
Black jar. I don't know. You could call it
Bjorn.
the capture device.
Okay, there you go. Named. And now shut up.
Bjorn. You were saying?
And Bjorn will kind of step forward and he'll bend down, pick up his coin that he dropped, and he'll look at her and he goes, "Is there anybody that sells gunpowder?"
Yeah, you'd have to go into the who does have the gunpowder here? I have to check. It's regulated too. Shit. Okay, so you would have to go into the city to get gunpowder from what this individual's telling you, they don't really know a location that might have it. You would know, though, that the bank might actually have gunpowder for you and bullets.
And he'll kind of like, you know, those movies where you see like the rich white guys and they like run their fingers through their beard as they think.
Yes.
He'll kind of puff his chest out, kind of do that, and then he'll look at her and go, "So, you like magic and stuff?"
I have magic. I have non-magical wares as well that help you as well. But I do have
He'll go,
magic and a sword.
"Oh, you like magic? Watch this." And he'll take the coin, stick it in his hand, and he goes, "Now blow."
Do I have to?
And he'll turn to Carzer and go, "Blow."
Yes. What can I help you with, sir?
Bjorn's got his fist in front of your face with like the same trick that he did to you. And he's got the coin in his hand. And he goes, "Blow."
Ah, okay. What do you have in your hand there?
And he'll open his hand and he goes, "Coin." He'll close his fist and he goes, "Blow."
Okay, Carzer will blow on it.
And Bjorn will like flick his wrist to the side and throw the coin and be like, "And it's gone. See, I know magic too."
Carzer will clap
Yes.
his hands, slow clap, and just go, "Well, look at
Amazing.
you."
Wow. That was not as good as the first one. But good job. She does us 3 claps only. And then stops.
Bjorn will walk over like proud of himself, pick up his coin and he goes, "Magic's not so hard. If a man can do it, I got it." He tucks his coin back away and walks back out the door.
This individual looks to you and says, I would follow your human. They don't tend to last long with that sort of... Good luck, they say.
Don't worry. Don't worry. This isn't the... Don't worry. It's surprisingly quite tame.
She nods to you with the kindest smile, trying not to say anything further.
Okay. After that, Arthur goes and brings Bjorn. Kind of drives Bjorn and tells him, "Bjorn, I'm gonna need you for something. Mind following me?"
"You want to see magic again? I show you."
No thanks. Once I would love to see your magic trick. I'm afraid we do not have the time for it.
Oh.
Okay.
You want to see I can take someone's head off.
Yes, I am well aware of it. But my friend, what I need you to do, and kind of like bring the Sky Skid and Magic Kit, is if you find Ronnie, I need you to give these to him undamaged.
Bjorn will kind of like hold his hands out, take the items and go, "Got it." And then he tries to stuff them in his little pouch.
Did I say something about breaking?
Oh,
Preferably the part of not.
and he'll gently try to like one finger stuff things into his pouch.
Oh, let's just hope the kits aren't busted.
All right. So what do you guys wish to do after this? All your shopping needs have been met, I presume, or not?
Yep.
Tell me
Go to
otherwise.
town.
What?
Is there a potion shop nearby, or
There
Medical
would be a shop to purchase potions. Sure, roll D100.
okay? I'm feeling quite lucky today.
Where would Bjorn
Okay.
have to go to find information for the weapons he's looking for?
You were probably just talking to her.
Shit. And Bjorn will he'll be stuffing the stuff in. He'll kind of like almost that light bulb moment, and he goes, "Oh, wait, hold on." And he'll kind of like run in with his arms up, and he'll go, elf, lady, thing, person,
Yes.
question.
Welcome back. So soon.
And he'll describe what he's looking for, both weapons.
Okay. They ask you, how much time do you have?
And he'll kind of like look at his hands. He'll look at Carzer and he'll go, and he'll hold both hands wide open. And he goes, "How much time is on my fingers?"
Relative
as
to...
time is a construct, I'm not sure that I can answer that question effectively.
And he'll look at her and goes, "This many."
Sit down.
And he'll look around and he'll grab a chair and sit in it and go, "Okay, what now?"
She goes to the back and she arrives, as she calls her construct to help her, she arrives to about 8 different tomes of varying sizes. She's opening a bunch of them in front of you. Well, actually, she's flipping through it herself before she shows you any, but she's going through the first one, kind of flipping through a bunch of pages, and she pulls out the first. It's around the middle end, for this first tome, and she just points to relatively close things to what you're asking for, but it isn't it. This one, the one she's pointing out right now, this one book is Celtic, so you say no. She sort of just slides the book to the side. She grabs a different book that the construct is holding. She's opening it up. She shows you another set of items or weaponry, and again, it's not. Then she pulls out a different one. This one's a much larger tome, and these have runes that you could recognize almost immediately, and as soon as she's flipping through it, you're recognizing a bunch of images of different deities that you may have been informed of, and their symbols. Yeah, it's very, very relative to like the gods of old ye earth, effectively, is what she's showing you.
But symbols, he has the gods like symbols tattooed on him, like on his arm. As she's flipping through, would he kind of recognize the symbols and look at his arm like?
Yeah, you recognize them. The moment she pulls out the book and gets to the page that shows Thor's hammer, she's just putting it down. She's like, "You talking about this then?" Probably. But she's asking.
He sees the page and sees Thor's hammer.
It is a picture, an artist rendition.
Like the biggest smile comes over his face, and he goes, "That, right there."
Okay, so let me see. And she starts reading up on it. She's going through a couple pages. She goes back to the page that it was and checks out the previous ones before that. She eventually stops reading for about 10-20 minutes. And puts it down. She says, from what I could gather, probably be best to check the city museum, Aeon City's museum. It might have some of these stuff, like half the stuff in these books are hanging around in the Aeon museum, but really this one, everyone's looking for this. I think there was a circumstance where it was believed that a different entity from a different system, actually a different galaxy, had them. No, actually, she said it correctly the first time. A different system, a star system, had them, but seemingly, I don't think that they had much to do with that, because they were creating their own sort of electricity. So that turned out to be a bust. So it's still a bit of a mystery. Might be worth checking out in the city.
And Bjorn will, looking at hearing her, he'll kind of like nod, and then he'll pull his axe and hand it to her and go, "What about one like this?"
She takes it.
That's all he says.
Okay. She takes it and puts it on the table. She uses some magic. She's using arcane spells to identify this thing, and as she looks to it, her eyes widen. She says, "Oh, this is very interesting. There's a lack of information from my researching this item right in front of me. I'm not sure why. It seems to have some sort of," and she runs her hand over where the Court of Horns symbol would generally be. Yeah, there seems to be like almost something written on this, a spell that keeps me from divining into it more. Very odd.
And Bjorn is awestruck that she was able to do this thing and gather all this information. He just goes, "So you don't know where the other X is?"
No, if you're looking for part of the pair, I wouldn't know where to locate them. Again, best bet would be to check out with the museum's curator. They would have intimate knowledge about all of these, this time, effectively. This is like old Earth time. This is like where you guys came from, where humans arrived from a long, long time ago.
And Bjorn would kind of look at her and grab his axe and pull it and be like, "This man not take my axe, right?"
Why would he? No, your axe is yours. They would just inspect it or try to do some research that maybe would take them a month at most. But if you're around, there wouldn't be any attempt to abscond with it unless there's, I don't know, something in the background in the works, I guess.
And he kind of, like, Bjorn gets like this nervous look and he kind of looks over at Carzer and is like, "What?"
They would be
Don't
trusted.
worry about it, big fella.
Or should be.
"She said, man, try to take my axe. It's my axe."
I realize that. However, we have to follow the rules.
Arthur jumps in and says, "Well, we could look for." Arthur looks at it and he's like, "We could do the research in our time. Maybe when we aren't doing an investigation."
But and is the book still open to the page with the hammer?
Yeah.
He'll kind of point down and he goes, "We're not looking for this. We have to go to where man wants to take my axe."
Yes, but we're also getting paid for. Yes, but we cannot fund your whatever thing you want if we don't have coin on us. How do we get coin?
And he'll pull out a coin and he goes, "I have coin."
We're getting more than just that, my friend.
And he pulls out his checkbook and goes, "What about this?"
I don't think well, a museum would take you donations, but it is funded by the planet. They wouldn't charge you for any sort of service. If anything, they'll probably, if they aid you in locating this item, they might just ask you to donate it upon the time of your death. That's it. And again, they'll just probably ask, as in nicely.
Okay. And he'll grab her hand and like kiss her knuckle, stand up, and go, "I go to the men that take my axe now."
Okay. She's kind of looking at her hand.
Arthur looks at the crew, he's like,
Touched her, and she's like,
"Oh."
It looks like she's gonna wash her hand after this. She's like, why did he touch me?
"Okay, I'm going to grab some potion. Do we need anything else before we go continue our little investigation?"
No, you guys are done with this. What potions are you looking for?
Sorry?
What potions are you
Healing.
looking for? Healing potions? You find none.
That'll probably be in the city, bud.
Okay. Just simply making sure.
So you guys want to go to the city now?
That's where Bjorn's going. He was told that a man wants to look at his axe and that there might be Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
So that's his main goal right now.
Yep.
I'm good.
I mean,
Okay.
we are technically under contract to solve the investigation, but
No, you're
it
not.
could wait.
There was no contract signed.
As I say, we never signed anything. You just agreed to do it.
Yeah.
So
Still,
Bjorn's
you
like,
know, Dragonborns and their, keeping one's promise.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Again,
Bjorn will keep his promise. He wants to do this first.
remember the individual told you it'd be worth checking out. Most likely nothing's come to fruition today, but eventually if there's traces or any sort of hinting that it could regrow or return from the position from that map, that's all he cared about. So that it'd be just a simple stop checking it out, if that.
I guess.
But
I guess so.
yeah.
Come to think
But
of it.
what are we doing now?
Bjorn is walking to go find this museum, and as he's walking, he's going to be praying to his gods.
I
Okay.
should follow this. I should follow this big galoot. He thoughts of it. He says in Draconic.
Holy fuck. So last game it was Arthur with deja vu. Now today is me. Let's go.
Sorry?
I say last game you had deja vu. This game is me.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just remembered this
Oh.
exact conversation happening. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? It's very confusing to me. Da-da-da-da.
Maybe different campaign? Maybe different campaign?
No, I remember you guys fucking saying exactly what you said verbatim, and it was just the creepiest fucking thing in the world.
That's fun.
Oh my god, and the creepiest is gone.
Yes. So you guys want to go to the museum, taking a trip.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Possibly.
the second before that.
Hmm?
Now, the second before that, Arthur's gonna head to Ronnie's family and tell them, we'll be out of town for a few hours. We'll be back in a few hours.
Yeah. He's like talking to his family and having a nice time, hanging out with them, whatever that entails.
Maybe telling them about his time with the pirates.
Possibly. But the fact of the matter is, you guys would be offered the key fob for the truck, essentially expediting your arrival to the city. And the city's not far. It is about an hour away, regular travel. So you guys could get there in about 10 minutes, to be honest with you, with someone in the helm that does have proficiency with air vehicles.
Shoot.
Is there someone with air vehicle proficiency in the group?
Yeah, but he's not here.
In the group right now.
I do.
There we go. So
Oh.
as it takes you guys 10 minutes to get from the sticks to the city with this super fast vehicle that should not be this fast, you sort of recognize Bjorn as you're driving, having probably picked up a bit from seeing Ronnie utilize this vehicle. It honestly doesn't even require proficiency to drive it, but in order to make it use the boosting and its legendary actions to make your day much faster and easier, it definitely would require some sort of skill, which you have. Taking you 10 minutes to get to the museum, where apparently there are hints for your stuff. So the question is, how do I get you all here now?
Well,
There you go.
I'm on the way. Could Arthur ask Bjorn? So Bjorn, what's with that axe?
And he'll kind of poke the one on his back and go, "Where's my dad's?"
And I guess you would lend it to your son Loki once you grow old.
My dad gave this to me when he died.
Oh, he died. I'm so sorry.
So if I die, yes, my son gets axe. But there's another one. And then this hammer. That is from... And he'll kind of like... He'll stop mid-sentence. And he'll be like... Kind of contemplating what to say. But it will be... Like, he'll look at Arthur and be like... He'll hold out his arm. And on the under... Like, on his... From his wrist to his... Like, crease of his elbow... Is a bunch of runes. And he'll go... Those are my gods.
Ah, I see, sir. Gods made the hammer.
My gods made the hammer.
I see. So it must be really powerful.
He goes, that's what we were told. And he'll kind of, once we get there, he'll get out of the car and he'll start walking toward the entrance.
You all arrive to the parking space that seems to be almost devoid of all sorts of vehicles. What you do spot seems to be a scooter of a sort, maybe one that has a capability of flight or pseudo flight, but it seems to be the green option in all intents and purposes. And while most mechanisms here don't require fossil fuel or any sort of catalyst that would throw the rest of it into the air and suffocate us eventually, the seemingly air-powered flight scooter is definitely one of the better options for congestion and all. Despite that, as you approach this opulent entrance, there seems to be an ode to the legends that have been struck down by Adasor. There's an image of prominently in front of the dead body of a lizard-like individual, sort of with a. It looks like, yeah, it looks like there's just a sword in their chest sticking out, while one of the Symphony members in their younger time, before they were a Symphony member, Rain, the one of the individuals that was present during the fight against Adasor. He is known to be the one to deliver the final blow, but you all know a little differently.
What do you know him? What do we know him as?
You all met this individual as he was that age. He was next to Weiser, and he was trying to help, but in fact, you were the ones who helped him. Again, it's just a picture of him as like a mural.
Ah,
Very intricate mural. It has like other like angel-like individuals that are sort of in a halo around the top of it, signifying some of the legends. And then you see a dead lizard folk on the floor with this almost white wolf hair pelt on them.
Arthur says in Draconic, "Long live the Alliance, long dead Adasor."
Yeah. So what do you guys do?
Bjorn's going inside.
And Arthur kind of like goes near him as sort of like a, making sure Bjorn doesn't say or do anything stupid that might get us killed.
A chaperone, yeah.
Bjorn?
Yes.
Before we do this, I like to tell you that not everyone appreciates the, just don't try doing the magic trick.
I forgot about that now.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you got it out of your system at least.
And Bjorn will just kind of like look at Arthur and go, okay. And he'll walk inside.
Arthur walked along with him.
Yes. You both walk inside, and you see what I can only describe as a devil person who is manicured in all sort. They have a tuxedo that has a back flap that reaches just past the back of their knees. There's the white undershirt that seems to have a red tie. Beyond that, this individual just seems to be winged, clawed. They have no weapon that you guys could spot, but as they have this constant grin with teeth flayed out, they seem to be muttering to themselves, almost as if they are unaware of your entering in this very quiet hall, this museum.
And Bjorn will kind of like, he'll spot the thing, and then he'll go, "Oh, curtain man."
Turn it around, this individual looks to you. They give you a bit of a wave, and then they sort of awkwardly turn back around.
And Bjorn will kind of look at Arthur and go, "Is that the curtain man?"
Arthur kind of like introduces himself and says,
From
"Sorry
outside?
to disturb you." Oh no, Arthur came with him.
Let's get you inside then.
Where? Oh, I see. My character's physically
south.
out of the room.
Yes, everyone's to the south.
Okay,
Carzer, are
kinda
you
like-
here with us? I'm assuming.
I am.
Do you have anything to say or do?
No, I'm kind of following behind the other two and kind of watching the walls, making sure that nothing's going to jump out at us.
Okay. Do you join them inside?
Yes.
All right, then join them.
Name's Arthur Holmes.
So it's
Hey,
a bit of a quiet hall. The moment you start speaking, they turn around. They say, "Shh." There's no one here, by the way.
He says in a more hushed tone and says, "How you do? Name's Arthur Wills." And he says,
Arthur?
"We'll bring a hand out."
Hello. Pleasure. How could I help you? Did you are the entry is free to the museum. Please look upon the legends weaponry as much as you would.
Why,
Did you-
yes.
Did you have a question or something? Were you looking for something in particular to maybe sketch?
I do not have a question, but he says while thumbing towards Bjorn, associate there has.
All right, Bjorn, what do you look like right now?
He is.
My question is, last game you had taken off your shirt and then you went to fight a zombie snake lady. Did you
Yeah,
ever
he
get a
is-
shirt on before that?
Nope. He is fully bared. Every one of his Nordic tattoos.
Yep. This individual
Right.
says to you immediately, "Pardon, my good friend. I would not be able to give you entry further past the doors unless you have a shirt. This is both to protect you and the people."
And Bjorn kind of looks at him and goes, "A shirt?"
Yes, clothing, my good friend. If you don't have one with you, you could go to the gift shop and purchase one.
He kind of pulls his bear pelt over and like wraps himself in and goes, "Is this okay?"
How much is covered?
It'd be like you can see the top part of his chest and from like shoulder down. So like his midsection is covered and his back and everything.
He sort of goes into like his inner jacket pocket and he pulls out a little ticket thing and he hands it to you. He's like, here's 10% on your next item at the gift shop off. Please purchase a shirt.
And
Arthur,
Bjorn will go,
like,
I'll
what
buy a
is
shirt.
going on Arthur to like go ahead and try buying a shirt of his size?
And Bjorn goes, I have a question.
I can answer any questions. The moment you get a shirt on, my friend, I am very distracted.
And he goes, and he'll hold up his forearm to the runes of his gods, and he'll point and go, do you know them?
They look familiar.
And he'll go, I'll be right back. And he'll kind of, he'll walk around trying to find the fucking gift shop.
Okay. Carzer, what are you doing as they're going for gift shop stuff?
Arthur, you go.
Wait, who'd you
Not
say?
you, Arthur. I said Carzer. God damn, I knew that was going to be a problem. Actually, I didn't, but whatever.
Carzer's gonna kind of walk the length of the museum and try to see if he can notice anything maybe out of place or anything, just strange.
Yeah, I don't have it here, but there's like a whole bunch of like pedestals between every other space, sort of, that would have some sort of weapon or armor piece, or sometimes it's like a body part of a creature, like a tail or a massive claw. Either way, they all have a label, and seemingly it's all part of each one is a part of a different legend that had fallen during the Adasor Crusade, I guess.
Okay.
But nothing really does seem off, but roll me Arcana.
Okay.
Like, who knows? Maybe the
You have
museum's
advantage on
actually
Arcana
a-
checks, right?
I do have advantage.
Pop up the item. If not, copy it and put it on that text, because I want to see it. And I want the people watching this one
Only
day
right back.
to see it.
Oh no, we're watching it. As far as I can see,
The what?
nothing.
Okay. So it'd be a Arcana check with advantage, right? Because of the item?
Yeah, we're gonna.
No problem. Take your time. Arthur, what are you doing? Are you going to the gift shop? You see that there's a little automaton just standing there, looking around as you step in. They say nothing to you.
Huh. What interesting piece of machinery. He says in common. And then kind of like looks towards the ornamentals and says, now in common, down with Adasor, long live the Alliance.
All right, 23 for that Arcana check.
Okay, you would be able to spot there's specifically there's a shield that seems to almost how to say, it's grander than more of the shields, any of the shields you've ever seen. While it would be a great shield in concept, it seems to have a frame of a smaller one. There seems to be like a hybridization of the two. As you're looking upon this thing, you can recognize almost immediately that it is a crest, full-on magical, probably created by a god or another, and effectively a powerful boon. It is just brimming with magic. Even through the glass, you can see that it is powerful, but it's just hanging around inside of this glass case. It would be right here.
I'm gonna call over the docent and I'm gonna ask him, well, what's going on with this shield?
The bark of Yggdrasil, one of the most coveted and rarest of the items, worn by the coven of Ulamin. But as they were fallen, as they fell in the fight against Adasor, it was recovered and brought back to us.
I see. Well, I'm gonna kind of sneak back up to. Is it Arthur that's still in the room with you?
They probably rushed over to the gift shop, which is right there to the corner a bit.
Which corner?
It's just right here. It's just a little corner with a little automaton just standing there.
So I'm gonna go up to Bjorn and Arthur, and I'm gonna kind of whisper, guys, they're hiding some $5 stuff in there. I wonder what this is all about.
Yeah, you sound low now, Colin.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna say, guys, they are hiding some high-est magic items in here. I wonder what that's all about.
And Bjorn kind of like looks over his shoulder and goes, "Ooh, maybe the hammer's here." And he's like thumbing through shirts real quick.
Arthur looks at the two. He's like, "Look, whilst I do share your enthusiasm for magical items, I don't think it's the right opportunity to start doing whatever this is."
My lips are just drooling over it.
Does Bjorn buy a shirt?
Bjorn tries to find a shirt that will somewhat fit him.
Yeah, they have like all sizes. They have like 3X.
And he's gonna buy one.
They
And
throw you the
he'll put
3X
it on.
one because they look at you and they're like, maybe this one. And it's still tight.
And you can see like when he puts it on, it's a very uncomfortable look on Bjorn's face because he prefers to wear just his bear pelt. And so he's just like, I don't like it.
Arthur kind of like looks at me. He's like, remember what we came here for."
Fine. And he'll walk back over to the curator.
Yeah, on the shirt that Bjorn is wearing, which he didn't notice too much the front of, it does say, "I went to the Legends Museum and all I got was this stupid t-shirt." Well, actually it says a friend went to the Legends Museum. And then the rest of it. Yep. But you go back to the curator. He is definitely more than happy to talk to you about whatever you wish. He says, there you go. Much more graceful and fit for the Legends Museum. How can I be of assistance now?
And Bjorn will go, "So you're the curtain man."
The what?
Arthur goes behind me and tells him, he meant the curator.
Yes, I am the curator.
So you're the man that wants to take my axe.
What? You okay? I don't know about which
Arthur looks
axe
at me.
you're speaking of. But if you have something,
Bjorn's eyes are like real narrow, staring at this dude like,
you
take my axe, I kill you.
Just show him the axe first, Bjorn.
And Bjorn will like pull the axe out, and he's holding it in the middle with like a death grip toward the curator, and is like, just like death, like staring at this curator like, "You walk off with my axe, and I'll rip your head off."
Arthur goes to Bjorn's shoulder and is like, "What did we talk about earlier?"
Where's Arthur in this situation?
Oh, right. I forgot we were still going for tracking movement. Here.
Yeah, I assume. And Carzer would be probably floating around or closer to the conversation. You think?
Colin. All right, hang on.
Higher or lows?
Eyes. Hang
What?
on.
Take your time.
Eyes.
No, that has nothing to do with anything.
What are you asking? High?
What I'm asking is where would Carzer be? Would he be hanging around this conversation or not?
No, Carzer's still eyeing that shield. He's really in there.
Okay. As the curator looks to Arthur with a confused look, then back to Bjorn, he says, "I don't wish to take claim of your weapon unless you planned on giving it or selling it to the museum, but other than that, what did you want me to give it an appraisal, or did you?"
And he hands it to the curator and goes, "That axe has a twin,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking for it."
Okay, I guess I'll take a look. And he sort of just grabs it real quick, flipping at it. He
Arthur
sort
grabbing
of does give it a
Bjorn's shoulder.
swing, and he hands it back to you, and he says, "Well, I don't know anything about a twin for this thing, but the markings are very familiar. I'm assuming you or someone did these markings here." He's pointing at the ones with with your son's name on it.
And he goes, "I did. It
Yeah,
was a promise
yes.
to my little one."
Now that's very familiar to me because actually I've seen these sort of letters before. Could I show you something?
And he'll look at Arthur, and then he'll nod at the curator.
And Arthur also gave Bjorn a nod.
Yeah. He would sort of walk up, probably meeting Carzer as he's staring at this magnificent shield. He'd walk right to it, and he would point to the shield that Carzer is looking at. And he would say, "See, this is from what we have learned, from what was written down upon the books of the creature that left it behind. This is Yggdrasil's bark, apparently. If you look really close to the edges, you'll be able to find relatively close lettering like the ones that you have up there." So, and he sort of uses a bit of magic, and you see the case almost like turn into liquid in its form and like completely fall into the inside of the pedestal. And then he warns you all. He says, no one touch this thing. It is very, very volatile, very dangerous. But if you can get close without touching it, you will be able to see a lot more of that script.
Bjorn's
Arthur-
going to kind of reach his hand toward it. Does Bjorn feel
Oh, Arthur.
anything?
I'm sorry,
Arthur
does
stops
Bjorn
him.
what?
Bjorn's going to reach, like, he's not going to touch it,
Mhm.
but he's going to kind of reach out at it and, like, almost like looking at the edge with, like, his hand, like his fingers. Does he feel anything?
No.
Arthur grabs Bjorn's shoulder and tells him, "What did he just say?"
He's not touching it. He's just hovering his hand over it.
And Bjorn's going to kind of look at the curator and go, "Can you read the script?"
No, I cannot. I do not have the capabilities to do so without magic. You could come back tomorrow and we could find out more about it if you wish. I did not prepare that spell today.
Can Bjorn read the script?
You would be able to read some of it, but not much of
And
it.
Bjorn will look at the curator and go, "May I?
May you what?
I would like to read what I can of it."
He hands you a magnifying glass.
And Bjorn just kind of like
It's a pretty
pushes
big one.
the magnifying glass away. And
Arthur
is
puts the
going
magnifying
to-
glass on the letters and kind of like show him the magic of magnification.
Bjorn's gonna like not even pay attention, and is going to take his fingers and touch the words that he can read.
The moment you
And-
try to touch the words, his clawed hands grab yours, and he says, "I do not jest. If you touch this thing, it will try to take over your soul." The
Bjorn
crust
just kind of-
is hungry to be free. It wants to reclaim its home. It's an impossible task, might I add.
and Bjorn will look at him, and he'll pull his battle axe that he had the elf lady look at
Mhm.
to find the twin of, and he'll hand it to the curator and go, "What do you know?"
Oh, I only know what was written on the notebook of the one who carried this. It seems to be very volatile, but every once in a while, there is someone that can be gifted the chance to be carrying this item without detriment, still keep their mind.
And
That is not the case
as-
for everyone else other than the 1 in a million, it seems.
as he's holding, like the curator's kind of touching his battle axe, Bjorn's going to take his other hand and place it on the shield.
Yeah, he doesn't grab your battle axe.
Oh, Bjorn's going
And
to use his
he is
other
not
hand
going to let you touch it. Unless you say you're going to go past him. He can't stop
Bjorn-
you. But he's stopping you now, but he can't forcefully stop you. Do you push past him?
Bjorn is going to utter a couple words in Norse to the curator, and then he will push his hand to like the center of the shield.
The curator is saying, "No, don't be foolish. No." Do you touch it?
Oh yeah, Bjorn places his hand right in the middle of the shield.
Arthur kind of like tries. He forcefully grabs Bjorn's hand away from it.
No.
Oh no, I can't.
No.
Okay, I guess.
So, as you place your hand on Yggdrasil's bark, you sense a shift. There's a crack in the ground, almost as if a crevasse has swallowed you whole. You are no longer yourself. But as Bjorn says, this isn't what I was seeking. The shield is no longer there. And he walks away.
Oh shit!
The curator
Bjorn?
is stunned looking at this. He's like, "Oh my fucking god, I have to call Symphony." He rushes to the like back room and he's like gonna take care of some stuff. Bjorn is just walking.
Shit! Bjorn! He says as he kind of like goes ahead and hits him in the back of the head. Bjorn!
Roll initiative.
Oh great! Okay. I guess between us and against our player.
Roll initiative. Bjorn PvP. How does this go? You are surprised, Bjorn, but
Honestly,
you might come out the victor anyway. Who knows?
and maybe the evil spirit in there is, gonna take over the world.
Listen, if you drop him to 0 hit points, you might save your friend. How about that? Irony, huh?
Okay.
Can Bjorn try to fight against it?
Nope. You
It's
cannot,
a
my
huge-
friend. Sorry, that's Yggdrasil's bark. That's actually written in
Yggdrasil.
my book. Even a Symphony member fell upon it. It's all right.
I see. It's a shield
Yes.
that claimed many lives.
Sure. Yes. Let's call it that. Very good initiative there.
Ooh!
Okay. So, let's see. I got 2 initiatives for you, Colin.
Did you?
Yeah. Either way, you guys are together, both Arthur and Carzer, so you guys could do like a double combo to do extra damage on this guy. Let's just roll for the curator where he's at. Oh! Oh, nice. Very nice. And the Carzer. Very good. So we are seeing a Bjorn, glossy-eyed and talking in a manner that Bjorn doesn't really follow, a cadence that isn't his. And there's this almost zombie-like aesthetic to him. He's just seemingly... Ironically, you're no longer cursed by the Dutchman. So that's excellent. That's at least a positive, a net positive. But
That may say a negative.
different
I would say
stuff.
positive.
Different stuff has taken over now, and Bjorn is currently just walking away. And then it'll be the curator doing stuff, and Arthur would get to go and act as they would. Everybody was not there. Let's put you where you guys were. I believe one was here, and I'll say one was here. There you go. How's that? Close enough.
Sounds
next
good.
to the Yggdrasil's bark, but it is up to you to do what you will. What does Arthur do?
Okay, Arthur's gonna go ahead and use his speed to catch up with him
Mm-hmm.
before using thunder
Mm-hmm.
and True Blade.
Okay. So you'd have to get within 5 feet of him, but definitely you can attack, doing 20 damage on the first strike, but missing the second. So Bjorn, you take
Yeah.
20 damage on that first hit as your ally is attacking a zombie state Bjorn. Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
Can't really do anything else. So
Okay, you have to get closer. Where are you gonna be? You have to be within 5 feet of him to hit him. You want to get in front of him?
Right next to. I'm right
You're
next
not.
to him.
That's 10 feet away, man.
Wait,
Hey, Kevin,
Yes.
15.
you know the one thing that's not on my character sheet yet?
What is it?
Relentless Raid.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What do you get that?
I'm in.
Level 11.
Okay. What does it do?
Starting at 11th level, your rage can keep you fighting despite grievous wounds. If you drop to 0 hit points while you're raging, you don't die outright. You can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, you drop to 1 hit point instead.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We just need to get you to 0, technically, and you could come back up all day long. We just got to get rid of that Yggdrasil curse. But it is Carzer's turn. Carzer, what do you do?
All right. Carzer's tail whips over his head as he aims at the zombie there, zombie Bjorn, and he's gonna cast lightning bolt.
Yes. What does that require? Dex save.
That requires a dex save. This looks like
Okay.
Oh,
Bjorn,
dexterity
dexterity
save?
saving throw, yeah. Failure, full damage. Another 38 damage. Okay. And now we go to the top of the initiative order, which is Bjorn. Bjorn is being attacked. Yggdrasil's bark is gonna try to book it, actually. So we're gonna do the an action
How much
dash away from these fools as much as I can. So I'm gonna.
So my speed is 40 feet, so I can go 80 feet with a dash.
80 feet, very good. So
It.
5, 30, 40. Very nice. So let's put you here to signify the 40 feet. You do get an attack of opportunity, Arthur.
Okay, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna stab him
Mm-hmm.
with True Blight.
12 misses. How many hit points do you have
what
left,
did it-
Bjorn?
88.
Okay, no problem. That's your turn. You're about 60 feet away from the entrance of this thing. And then it is Arthur's turn again.
Okay. I guess you already left the building. I
You
guess.
just stepped out. Yep. You can still see him. It's not far.
So I guess I could do it. So I guess I could do a dash to catch up with him.
Yeah, he's 40
Wait.
feet away from the exact spot he's at. But we're playing this theater of the mind for that state. So
Okay,
get where you
where-
want. You want to go 30 feet? Go 30 feet.
I'm just checking to see if I got dash.
You do,
Exactly.
but you might want to do something with your action instead.
You need to drop Bjorn to 0.
You presume.
Oh, actually, I would be 5 feet away.
No,
Which,
you'd be 45 feet away from him, from that spot.
And I. Wait, did I already use Acid Arrow?
You
No.
have not.
Acid Arrow!
Okay, acid arrow. That's a dexterity saving throw as well. No, it's an attack. You have to make the attack. Do you have it set up, or you got to roll the d20 for that?
I guess I'm trying to get the information.
Just roll the d20. Because you have to make a ranged spell attack. We're gonna add 4 plus your intelligence. What's your intelligence?
Let me check my intelligence.
Plus 1 on it, right?
Come on. And wrong tab. My intelligence is a +1.
So yeah, that's a d20 plus 5.
Yeah. The D20.
Oh no, flies off. But roll the 2d4 because he still takes it.
2d4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that'll be coming up in a bit. It is Carzer's turn.
Wait.
Carzer,
Would Bjorn be still able, like, would the thing be able to use his danger sense?
no, this thing doesn't know you yet.
Okay.
It just knows that you can walk.
Yeah,
That's pretty much all it
Hijacked
knows.
my body and doesn't know how to use it. Got it.
it has just stolen your body. Not used to it yet. Which is why it's running. Remember, you basically gave away your axe too, so it's kind of funny. Carzer, what do you wish to do?
That's a
Could you
good
even do
question.
much? You could barely spot him from inside of the door. What's your movement? 30, I'm assuming?
30, yeah.
Yeah, so you get there.
All right, let me see.
Oh, I'm so mad this happened. I was like, what's the chances people are going to touch the worst thing in the world?
I
Well-
can think of a few people.
Yeah.
Well,
It's us, Kevin. You should have known better.
hey, listen, I can only put the stuff in front of you.
It's Bjorn. You put a shiny object that has runes on it. He's like, I'm gonna touch it.
Oh well.
I'm pretty sure I set
Oh,
you up from the
that-
beginning when I called it Yggdrasil's bark.
Man.
Yeah, that just intrigued me even more.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not even gonna justify it.
Okay, so you get to there. I think you could go one space more. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
One space, man.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, what do you wish to do? You can see him. The door's open.
Okay.
He's just like 60 feet away from you.
I'm gonna cast
Mhm.
magic missile at him at
Sure.
4th level.
Sure, that's auto hit. Four
that's
darts.
4,
No,
5,
that's more than you said. What level?
4th. So that's
4th
6,
level.
right?
It is 6 darts. Yep. So 6d4 plus 6,
4 plus
or you could just spam it. The magic missile button. If you keep pressing it, it will just keep giving it to you. So 18 total damage, very low damage on some of those hits, but 18 force onto Bjorn. What's your hit points, Bjorn?
70.
7-0?
Yep.
Okay, no problem. So Bjorn is at 7-0. And it is his turn. Whoops. Okay. So Bjorn, what happens here as you are outside is, well, Bjorn is standing still, but there's a look around as he's being attacked by multiple sources. He's no longer running, and he just looks up, and wings sprout from not out of Bjorn, but like near where his shoulder blades would be, almost sort of like this bark that is just several pieces of bark on top of each other, sort of forming a bit of an angel wing aesthetic. But that's your action. There's nothing else you can do, not even move. Then we're back down to the curator. Curator's doing that, and then Arthur and Carzer again.
Okay.
This guy's gonna leave by
Arthur-
next round, so I don't know how we're gonna do that. And Bjorn might have just been written out, actually.
Okay, Arthur's gonna do another free feat. Just get by him again.
You are right on him. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's gonna drop his. First, he's gonna drop Blight. Then he's gonna pick up the anti-lizard breath.
Wait, no, you're up next to him. He's not even in the air yet. You could use the blight sword still.
Right.
When he's in the air, then switch. Yeah. Because the true blight is stronger, to be honest with you. 22 will hit.
I guess 15 misses.
15 will definitely miss. 20 extra damage onto Bjorn. Still not raging. Okay, it's Carzer's turn.
Right. So,
Oh.
And Kevin, you know Bjorn didn't give the axe. He was showing the battle axe to the curator.
Yeah, but then you dropped it when you didn't give a shit about anything else. It's on the floor in front of the pedestal.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. This thing is its own weapon. It doesn't need a new one.
Yeah, I'm starting to think.
So Carzer, Bjorn is at 50 hit points.
You can step outside.
Okay. Alright. Let me see what I want to do.
I mean,
Oh my lord.
I think we lost a character.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. See, I had just rolled for it. I made an Arcana check to see if this guy could, if Yggdrasil's bark could figure out how to maneuver Bjorn properly. They rolled a 2.
I mean, hey, that's progress.
Hey, this is the
Ish.
first crest you guys bumped into that's giving you guys shit, huh? Nice.
Yes, best we keep note.
Carter's
Why
gonna
did I
come
say? Why did I?
to the outside of the door, and
Why
he
did I-
is going to cast Blight on this creature.
Blight
I-
on Bjorn. What's the range of Blight?
30 feet.
Oh yeah, you'd have to rush up closer, but definitely you would be able to get in that range for sure.
All right. So, like right in here.
Yeah, you'd be around. We're playing Theater Dome 9 for that space, but generally you are in their space right now. Close enough.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, let's do it.
Go for it.
And that is a Constitution saving throw.
Con save,
88.
Bjorn, please. I believe they pass with an 18.
They do pass with an 18.
Okay, so that's half the damage. So that's
So,
21 damage that Bjorn takes as they're being struck with pretty strong blight. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do? Like, do you have a bonus action or something?
I don't.
Oh, I do.
Do you have a bonus action that you want to do?
Yes.
What?
Carzer does not. He does.
What does Arthur do with his bonus action?
Arthur's good. Is Bjorn running away even further, or?
No, he's going into the air in a minute. Like, he just sprouted the wings.
Oh.
And he's looking up.
He's bringing out his minigun. Then.
Okay, you could do that as an item interaction. You could put away your weapon now that you're done with, and on your top of your next turn, pull out your minigun easily.
Hey,
Yeah.
Arthur, don't you have
Yeah.
action?
If you had the insight.
Surge?
Do what?
Sorry.
Doesn't
Do you have
Arthur
action
have
surge?
surge?
Yes, but I'm saving it for the minigun.
Bjorn is at
What?
29 points.
The minigun is not strong enough for action surge to be worth it. Use True Blight on this sucker right now.
Bjorn is at 29 hit points.
Smack him 2 more times.
Wait, he's at 29?
Yes,
Yeah.
use your action surge with your True Blight.
Oh, okay. Action first.
Save
simply show your
the
audience.
PC from running away right now. This is the last fucking turn. That misses. That hits. Doing 16 damage only. Okay. 16 damage. How much hit points is left? Why are you rolling so much? It's gonna be your turn in a minute. That was your
Sorry?
action surge. You only get 2.
Right. Almost completely
Uh,
forgot about it.
What's Bjorn at? With 16 down.
13.
13, okay. So it is now Bjorn's turn. I assume Arthur is within range. This thing has sprouted wings. It flies, leaving your range, thus theoretically causing an attack of opportunity. Could you roll that for me?
Okay.
Come on, Arthur.
Yes, let's bring you down from the sky, hopefully.
Does 22 do it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So 5 feet away from the ground, as these wings have ejected Bjorn to the air, Arthur just cuts him down. Now, the problem here is the inertia and the speed that he had going up to the air was so intense. Bjorn still goes up about 30 feet up into the air and then drops. So that's a death save automatic, actually. And Bjorn is on the ground. There is a huge magical shield next to him on the floor. He no longer has the wings, but seemingly you saved him from being whisked away for the moment. What do you do?
Arthur snaps him. Arthur looks at Carzer and he's like, happen to have a healing spell?
Do a medicine check.
You could also rummage through, Bjorn's bag and
Oh
grab
yeah.
the your healing potions
Oh yeah.
Or a medicine check.
Brad.
or a medicine check.
Oh right. Medicine checks. That I will do. Because
Yeah, like you're slicing at him, but you're not like trying to decapitate the guy, you know?
Nope. I'm just trying to knock him to his senses.
Yeah.
I may have knocked him a little too hard.
He's up at 1 hit point next to the shield. Bjorn, what do you do?
Bjorn will kind of like lay on the ground and he looks up at Arthur and goes, "Oh,
Well, that's what you get.
The realm
That's what you get.
you found yourself in, Bjorn, was that of spirits. But today you live.
So was it like, would it be technically, was he in the realm of Helheim?
Yeah, you were actually in Valhalla for the moment as a visitor. You were not in Helheim.
I think I know where people got the word hell from.
He'll
Yeah.
kind of stand up and he'll look at Arthur and go, "Don't touch it. I don't like it. Don't do it.
Well,
Bad."
I won't touch it. I'm
And
not saying.
I will gladly take.
Oh, also, before
your healing potion.
Bjorn says anything else, Arthur slaps Bjorn.
Ouch.
That is for scaring me half to death.
Yes. I believe this is a perfect spot to stop. As there are
Can you take his health potion?
Huh?
Can I take a health potion?
Yeah, you may, but you feel like you could just walk it off eventually. I feel like you would think a health potion might be demanding too much of the situation. Because you
I
could just
definitely
like
think Bjorn
head
would
back.
walk back into the museum and grab
Yeah.
his axe.
Sure, most definitely, and at least get a seat for sure. You're definitely not standing anymore, and I'm sure you're gonna at least try to take a short rest in the museum. But we could pick up afterwards and see what occurs when you touch the curator's stuff and he tells you not to. Especially since he said he was gonna call the Symphony. I wonder how that's gonna be like, guys.
Yes, and last time Arthur interacted with Bjorn, he was slapping him and calling him a bloody idiot.
Yeah. Wow. I never thought I'd be calling the Symphony cops on you guys. Wow, that's funny. That is hilarious. I'm digging this. This is great.
You hung
Tyler?
a shiny shield in front of Bjorn and didn't expect him to touch it.
It's not even shiny. It's made up of like bark. It looks old.
You
Mossy.
still hung something that says Yggdrasil in front of Bjorn and expected him not to touch it.
I mean, that's a choice to be made. The guy would have given you all the notes on it, and you could have figured out how to make it work for you. Let's see if he's willing to do that now.
He probably won't do it in front of Bjorn.
I don't
Seeing
know.
how he's, well, yeah, wait. That was a good game.
Yeah. We'll see what the
Little bit.
Symphony members say. We'll see what the curator says. We'll see what Bjorn has to say about all of this. But definitely, very interesting scenario occurred. Literally 1-to-1, the same as my book. This literally has happened in my book. This exact thing. Like, it's not even a joke. But
Oh, so a barbarian, your part. So barbarian, the books that went
it was
and
a
touched the
Symphony
book?
member. A Symphony member touched it.
Well, that's on the course for them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that part.
They didn't know about it though. So either way, thank you so much for playing.
Thanks,
I had
guys.
fun.
Thank you for hosting. Thank you for hosting.
Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything on the DM side, on the direct message side. I'm sure Bjorn is gonna try to pick at some stuff. I'll try to figure out what happened exactly, and I am definitely for it. I will definitely give you a bit of a lowdown in text. But thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.
You too.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Now that was interesting, though.
That was insane. You guys are nuts.